BTS News Today. Today, the world was shocked by an unexpected moment captured on camera as BTS returned to greet fans through an internal activity that was immortalized through exclusive content for ARMY. In a video released by the agency, it appears a cheerful atmosphere that envelopes the room. BTS members are coming together in a relaxed session, laughing, sharing stories, and enjoying time together in their busy schedules. But behind the cheerfulness, there was one successful moment that made the ARMY speechless, observing with curiosity and full of emotion. The moment happened when Jimin laughed out loud with one of the other members, while Jungkook just stared with an expression that was difficult to interpret. And as always, these little moments are big in ARMY's eyes, because for them, BTS is not just a music group, they are a part of life, and their every move carries its own meaning. Jimin is seen sitting next to Taeyong as they rewatch a funny video from the early days of BTS's debut. In the video, Taeyong and Jimin can't help but laugh as they look back on their ridiculous stunt 8 years ago, making the whole room go wild with jokes. Jimin patted Taeyong's shoulder several times while laughing until his eyes narrowed. Their warm moments of closeness never fail to steal the spotlight, given the long history of their friendship that has been formed since the trainee days. However, the camera then switches to highlight Jungkook's face sitting not far from them. Unlike the others, Jungkook showed no laughter or smile. On the contrary, the look in his eyes seemed flat, with his lips tightly closed as if something was being stored. This reaction immediately caused various speculations among fans. Some of the ARMY felt that Jungkook's expression merely reflected fatigue or perhaps being unfocused, but others felt there were deeper emotions being stifled. Jungkook usually laughs the loudest when Jimin laughs, but this time he was silent. "That's weird," wrote a fan on the community platform. His eyes followed Jimin, but his expression was blank. Does he feel left behind? Write another. What makes this moment even more inviting is when Jungkook finally laughs, but it doesn't happen when Jimin is still joking with the other members. Jungkook was just beginning to smile when Jimin got up from his seat and walked to the kitchenette to get some water. And in those few seconds, his expression returned to neutral. It was as if the smile had only appeared for a moment to maintain the balance of the atmosphere. When Jimin returned and sat down, Jungkook was seen turning his head in the other direction. In the history of their relationship, Jungkook and Jimin are known to have strong chemistry that has led many fans to believe that their closeness is more than just co-workers. The two are often seen caring for each other, taking care of each other, and often sharing emotional moments that make the ARMY moved. But in recent times, there is a subtle distance that is beginning to be seen between them. Not a striking distance, but enough to be perceived by those who have been following the interaction of the two for a long time. As the video progresses, other light moments return. RM told about a funny incident when they were rehearsing choreography and one of them fell because of the slippery floor. All laughed, including Jungkook, this time more loose. But still, the direct interaction between him and Jimin was minimal. Jimin talks more with Taeyong and J-Hope, while Jungkook interacts more with Suga and RM. This difference in dynamics further reinforces the feeling that something is happening, although not necessarily negative. It could be that they are giving space to each other. It could also be just a coincidence due to different moods. ARMY, which is always sensitive to the members' emotional changes, began to dig deeper. Several fan accounts began re-examining Jimin and Jungkook's interactions in recent months. They found that despite still supporting each other in public, the number of their moments together in videos or photos was decreasing. Even in some official moments such as concerts or fan meetings, they are more often on different sides of the stage. And today, with Jungkook's unusual expression, the assumption that there was something unspoken between them was again raised. But not all ARMY concluded with concern. Some fans actually feel this is part of their maturity as individuals who have grown together for more than a decade. They are ordinary people. Sometimes we get tired too. Maybe Jungkook is not in the mood today, a fan commented. I think Jungkook just processes his emotions in a different way. It doesn't mean he's moving away. He's just being. Think, added another. It is worth remembering that in very close relationships, be they friendships or long-standing work relationships, it is normal to have dynamics of ups and downs. What appears to be distance could just be the space needed to get back closer. And for BTS, who have been together since adolescence to adulthood, the space can actually be a way to keep the relationship healthy. But of course, for the ARMY who are used to seeing warmth between members, moments like this will still feel striking. In the evening, after the video went viral and was widely discussed, the agency released several behind-the-scenes photos. One shows Jimin talking face-to-face with Jungkook on the balcony of their room, while carrying 2 cups of coffee. The photo was taken by one of the staff who accidentally captured the moment and then uploaded without a long caption. Enough one sentence, their own time. The fan reaction was again turbulent. Many were relieved that the personal interaction showed that whatever was going on between them, it was most likely in the process of talking. Some even said that maybe Jungkook's previous expression was just part of a sense of longing or a desire to be more cared for by Jimin. As one of ARMY's most beloved couples. The relationship between Jimin and Jungkook has always been a reflection of a complex, beautiful, and emotionally charged bond. They are not just 2 group mates, but also 2 individuals who have gone through difficult times, great success, and adult life together. And as in any relationship, not every day will be filled with laughter. There are moments of silence, there is distance needed, there is room for reflection. But what ARMY has always believed is that the love, friendship, and trust they have for each other will not be easily shaken just because of one expression. Tomorrow, BTS is scheduled to perform again in a special event to commemorate their debut anniversary. All eyes will certainly be on Jimin and Jungkook, not only to watch their performances, but also to see if that subtle distance will again turn into the warm closeness it once was. Whatever happens, one thing is certain: ARMY will always love them, support them, and understand that behind the camera and the screen, they are human beings who learn and grow every day with laughter, tears, and everything in between. And tonight, as thousands of soldiers stare at their mobile or computer screens while replaying the moment, Jimin's laughter, Jungkook's gaze, all return to feeling one thing in common: a love that can't be described in words. A love that makes a moment's expression a long story. Love that makes one look can touch millions of hearts around the world. Love from ARMY for BTS forever.